Hi, my name is Pastor Jerry Ingalls from First Baptist Church in Newcastle, Indiana, and we are on a journey together of studying the Bible one chapter at a time. I'm writing a short devotional thought on every chapter of the Bible, and I'm sharing those with you. Today we're looking at Numbers chapter 29. Everyone loves a good holiday, right? While some see holidays as a chance to sleep in and eat extra, what we find in Numbers 28 and 29 is that there is more to the story, much more. The sacred rhythms of ordinary time are anchored by the observance of holy days, or what we call holidays. Numbers chapters 28 and 29 commanded the Israelites to keep the sacred rhythms of time to include the daily sacrifices, the weekly Sabbaths, and the major festivals. Numbers 28 legislated the observance of Passover, also called the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and the Day of First Fruits, which begins the Feast of Weeks or Harvest, also called Pentecost. Numbers 29 legislated the observance of the Feast of Trumpets, the Day of Atonement, and the Feast of Booths or Tabernacles. What was the common variable to all these holy days in the Jewish calendar? Numbers chapter 28, verses 18 and 26, and Numbers chapter 29, verses 1 and 12 prescribe that, quote, "You shall do no laborious work." You got it. You're not supposed to work. It is the same for all the festivals. In fact, the Day of Atonement gives us further detail. Numbers 29 verse 7 explains, "You shall humble yourselves. You shall not do any work." Wow. There it is. For a holiday to be a holy day, according to the testimony of God's ancient practices, God's people must, here's the key word, humble themselves. It takes humility to do this. God's people must humble themselves from their activity, from their unfinished work, so that they can glorify God in his finished work. And not because work is evil. Please pay attention to the biblical motive for work found in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Work is God's idea to partner with him in bringing about his rule to the earth, his kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. But, and here's the point, we too, as God's people, who were created in the image of God to partner with God in this work, we must cease striving to know that he is the one and only, the true God, the sovereign, mighty one. Seize the moment and find rest for your soul by living in the unforced rhythms of God's grace. Seize the moment.